Welcome back friends. In this video tutorial I will be discussing about the primary animal cell culture, which is a type of animal cell culture. And on the basis of their origin, animal cell culture and its type, primary cell culture. Okay, and on the basis of the origin of cells, on the basis of the kinds of cells, the primary cell culture can be divided into, or primary animal cell culture is being divided into two types, that is adherent culture or anchorage dependent culture or monolayer culture. So this is first type, and second type is suspension culture, and otherwise it is also known as, since it do not require any substrate or attachment, so it is anchorage independent culture. So first of all we will see that what is primary animal cell culture or primary cell culture. So primary cell culture means the cells from the host tissues are isolated and cultured. Cell culture obtained straight from the host tissues are known as primary cell cultures. Means in this primary cell culture, cells are isolated from the parental tissue, and in a container they are cultured in vitro or in an artificial controlled condition, and this is known as primary cell culture or PCC, primary cell culture. This is known as primary cell culture. Cells are dissociated. So to perform the primary cell culture, to carry out the primary cell culture, first of all cells are dissociated from their parental tissue. Cells are being isolated from the parental tissues, and after that in a container they are maintained and they are cultured, and this is the primary cell culture. So mostly heterogeneous cells are being used for performing out the primary cell cultures, or in primary cell culture mostly the heterogeneous types of cells are used. Heterogeneous type of cells are used. Now we will focus that how these heterogeneous types of cells are being cultured. Okay, we know that these in primary mostly the heterogeneous types of cells are being used or being utilized for the primary cell culture, and in primary cell culture most of the cells are having limited lifespan. They are having they are not having any continuous lifespan. They are having limited lifespan. In primary cell culture the cells are having limited life span, means they can divide only for a limited period. They can divide only for a limited period of time, and after certain division, what happens? After certain division they reach to senescence and stop dividing. They stop to divide, or they stop dividing. Okay. Okay, and most of the cells are similar to their parental tissue. Most of the cells are exactly similar to their parent tissue. So this is an advantage, this is an advantage of the primary cell culture. Now on the basis of the origin of cells, on the basis of kind of cell, types of cells, or better say origin of cells. Further on the primary cell culture can be divided into two types. I have mentioned already. And what are those two types? Adherent culture or anchorage dependent cells or anchorage dependent culture, as well as second is suspension culture. So in case of adherent culture or anchorage dependent culture, what happens? Most of the cells in our body, most of the cells in animals does require the attachment or require the substrate for the attachment. Okay, so they just require they can be grown on solid as well as semi solid substrate in order to survive. Okay, means they require that type of surface on which they can attach, they can adhere. So it is known as adherent culture or anchorage dependent cultures. Means they are dependent, the cells are dependent on the anchorage, means they require anchorage, they require attachment, they need attachment on the substrate, and so that's why they require the substrate for their attachment. And so solid or semi-solid medium or semi-solid media is being provided, okay, for in order to survive. So without what happens if they will not be provided any substrate for their attachment? Then in this case, without the attachment or without any anchorage, they will die, means they will not be able to survive. They will not be able to survive. Their survivability rate will be very, very less. No survival will be there. Okay, so I should rub the board first of all. These adherent cells are derived from tissues of organs such as kidney, where they these adherent cells are derived from tissues of organs such as kidney. One example is kidney, where they are immobile and are embedded in a connective tissue, where they are immobile. So two conditions are there: the cells are immobile as well as they are embedded in connective tissue. The cells are immobile and they are embedded in connective tissue. Anchorage dependent cells need solid or semi-solid medium, okay, for their attachment. So generally solid or semi-solid, solid or semi-solid medium is being provided for their attachment, or for those cells to get attached, okay. And this is the reason they are known as anchorage dependent cells, okay. These adhere to the culture, these cells adhere to the culture. How they adhere to the culture? These cells adhere to the culture vessel with the use of extracellular matrix. So for the adherence, extracellular matrix is being provided, ECM, we can say ECM or extracellular matrix is being provided, which is derived from the tissues of organs. I have told, which is derived from the tissues of organs that are immobile and embedded in connective tissue, okay. So the best examples are fibroblast. So the best examples are fibroblast and epithelium cells of fibroblast and epithelial cells. Okay, so now it is clear that for the attachment of anchorage dependent cells, or in anchorage dependent culture or adherent culture, what is the basic requirement? They are able to adhere, the cells are able to adhere, they are able to get attached with the help of extracellular matrix, which is being derived from the tissues of organs that are being immobile as well as embedded in connective tissue. And I have told that the best examples are fibroblast as well as epithelial cells. So in this type of anchorage dependent culture, the cells always require a solid or semi-solid medium for their attachment, and only by attaching to a solid or semi-solid medium they can be able to proliferate. They can be able to proliferate as well as survive. Okay, now come to the second option, second type of primary cell culture, which is being divided, which is being named, or which is being categorized on the kind of cell or origin. I have told kind of cell or depending upon the origin of cells. There are two categories, adherent culture or suspension culture. So now what about the suspension culture? So it should be clear by the name, it's very clear that in case of suspension culture, the cells are being suspended in the medium, or in this culture it is also known as this anchorage independent culture. Means in this type of anchorage independent culture, the cells do not require any surface or any the cells do not require any surface attachment, or they simply do not require any substrate for the attachment. So in case of suspension culture or in case of suspension cells, it involves non-adherent or anchorage independent cells, or anchorage independent cells. They are anchorage independent cells, independent cells, and they do not require any attachment, they do not require any attachment at all for their growth and for their survival. Means for their proliferation they do not require any attachment. Okay, so this is the reason they are known as anchorage independent cells. Anchorage independent cells, and the cells which are being anchorage independent cells, when they are being cultured, this is known as anchorage independent culture or suspension culture, simply suspension culture. So they do not require any surface attachment to the culture vessel, the vessel in which we carry out the culture. The cells do not require any surface attachment. Oh, okay, so we can say also that this is that type of culture in which cells will multiply. Okay, in this condition, in case of suspension culture, what happens? The cells is going to multiply, or cells is going to proliferate. Means the proliferation of cells will takes place only when they are being suspended, or they will be suspended in the culture medium. So so this is the name suspension culture. When the cells are suspended in culture medium, they are able to proliferate, they are able to multiply, they are able to proliferate or multiply. Okay, means simply the cells does float in the medium. Okay, the cells simply float in the medium, Now come to the examples of these type of category of the cells. Okay, so the best example is hematopoietic stem cells. Hematopoietic stem cells which are being isolated from the blood, spleen, bone marrow. Okay, hematopoietic stem cells which are derived from spleen, bone marrow as well as blood. Okay, tumor cells are also examples, as well as lymphocytes, as well as lymphocytes. So hematopoietic stem cells, tumor cells as well as lymphocytic cells or lymphocytes are the some of the examples of the adherent cells or the cells which are being used for the suspension culture. So this is all about the animal cell culture types, that is primary cell culture, and animal cell culture is of two types, primary cell culture and secondary cell culture. And I have explained today about the primary cell culture, and on the basis of origin of cells, on depending upon the origin of cell and on the on the kind of cells, which type of cells, which kind of cells are there, it is being divided into two types, that is adherent culture or anchorage dependent culture as well as anchorage independent or suspension culture. So this is all about, and in my next upcoming videos I will be discussing about the second type of animal cell culture, that is secondary cell culture. I have to discuss today primary cell culture, and in my next video, upcoming videos, I will be discussing about the secondary cell culture. So with this, thank you all. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel and share it with your friends. Thank you.